So this past October, I went to a couple Day6 concerts, and although a lot of really interesting things happened, I'm just going to tell you two really embarrassing and stupid things that I did. So let's get started. Because I'm really deep in Day6 hell, I got P1 tickets with an accompanying fan sign, which basically means that you get shuttled down a line and get to look the members in the face while they sign your poster, and you just kind of have to hope that your soul doesn't leave your body throughout the whole experience. Prior to the day of the concert, I spent a lot of time thinking maybe I'll say something funny to Jay and make him laugh. He's really funny, I'm kind of funny, he might appreciate it. I thought there were a few funny things I might say, but I eventually just gave up because I knew that as soon as I saw them, I would probably just lose my ability to speak and probably my ability to stand. However, on the day of the show, when I saw them walk out on stage to their table, my brain just immediately went, yep, goodbye logical thinking, time to do something embarrassing. So when I came up to Jay, I don't know why I did this, but I said to him, wow, I'm so glad that I get to see you guys like this because I'm hella short and I won't be able to see you from the pit. For some reason, I forgot that when you say something to somebody, they'll usually answer you. I guess I just expected Jay to like chuckle and say nothing, I don't know. But instead, he was like, oh, where are you sitting? And I was like, oh, over there in the second row. To which he was like, oh, we'll see you. At that point, I was being moved on and I was just really flustered because Jay was being really nice and oh my god, he looks so good, I die. So I was just like, oh, really? I'll wave at you. I never thought I would be starstruck when I saw Jay. Like, he's really cool and down to earth and really funny, and like, who would lose their nerve looking into his eyes? Me, apparently. My seats were actually really good. I was actually really close to the stage, but usually my pit experiences are terrible. I didn't have time to tell Jay that no, if somebody over 5'5" stands in front of me, I'm just screwed. Instead, I just moved on with the sinking feeling that now Jay knows where I'm sitting, and he's gonna look for me, and he's gonna expose me for being ridiculous and saying that I can't see anything. In the end, I don't think he did find me. He only came over to my side of the stage like once, and we didn't make any eye contact or anything. But sadly, I have to live with that shame for the rest of my life. Okay, so that was the first dumb thing that I did that weekend. Here's the second one. 2 days later, I'm volunteering at the Day6 Toronto show. The reason why is a really long story, but I was helping out with Sub K. I'm not going to go into detail of what we did. No, I did not get to meet the band. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you because we signed confidentiality forms. Like, Jay could have rolled by in a pink sweater on a skateboard, passionately singing Despacito, and when we all were like, Jay, why? Why are you doing this? He could have responded with, because nobody will believe you. And that would be that. I'm not saying that that happened. I'm just saying that it could have. Anyway, one of the jobs that I had was to give P1 and P2 ticket holders blacklight stamps. You know, the invisible stamps that will only ever show up under blacklight? Yeah, to my surprise, the majority of the people that I stamped were really amazed that these existed. Apparently, Canadians do not remember these stamps as an integral part of their childhood because Chuck E. Cheese's is not as ubiquitous in Canada. Anyway, the show was about to start and everybody at the P2 table was totally fried from checking people in. The lobby was almost empty, but suddenly a small crowd of like really attractive Asians appeared. Like, the guys all looked good, the girls looked good. There was this one really tall, handsome guy that I was like totally checking out. They all looked really well put together and they were all chatting and laughing while we were checking them in. They were all taking their sweet time. They were acting like super relaxed even though the show was about to start. The last people in the crowd was the tall guy and the girl that he was with. A lot of people tended to wander off before I could give them their stamps, and tall, Asian, and handsome was no exception. I had to flail and make noises at him until he came back to the table so I could give him his high-tech stamp. Since I thought he was cute, I kind of shamelessly teased him for leaving. I told him, no, 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 you cannot leave until you come here and hold hands with me. And he and the girl laughed at this. After he got stamped, he was still hanging out in the lobby, and I saw another girl come up to him and give him something and then ask him to take a selfie with her. I saw this and I was like, wait a minute. And I turned to the girl at my table and I was like, is this guy famous or something? The Sub-K staff member went on to explain that he and the other people that he was with were all JYP guests, and that Young K had specifically requested for them to get tickets into the show. And throughout that explanation, all of the pieces started to come together in my head. That tall, good-looking Asian guy was Terry He. Terry He is a popular YouTuber and a friend of a member of Day6. I had just failed to recognize Terry He and I made him hold hands with me. Most of the Sub-K volunteers actually did not know who he was, but the ridiculous thing is that I did know who he was. I follow him on Twitter, and I just still did not recognize him. What's even more ridiculous is that he looked exactly the same as his Twitter profile photo. He was wearing the same outfit and he had the same hair. But still, I just thought he was just a random good-looking guy, and I had just low-key flirted with him in front of the girl that he was with. Whatever. So I also get to live with that shame for the rest of my life. So there you have it. 2 stupid and embarrassing things that I did that weekend. I told Jay that I was short, and I made Terry He hold hands with me. I hope you enjoy. A lot more happened that weekend, and I could tell those stories if anybody actually wanted to hear them. But for now, just feel secondhand embarrassment for me. If you like these longer form stories, that's really great because I plan on telling more. Feel free to share this with everybody you know. It'd be really awesome for this to blow up, but don't blow it up so much that Terry will see it. That would be embarrassing. This is the part where I tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, live your aspirations and dreams, kill a man, you do you, boo-boo. Bye.